Alright, so let's do a head-to-head comparison of two of the most premium dash cameras from 70mai. Starting off with the most recently launched super premium Omni 4K, which gets a 360-degree rotatable design, gets a 128GB card inside, gets dual STARVIS-2 sensors, gets lots of other novel features, coming in at a price of about 35,000 rupees. Along with it, we are going to be comparing the king of budget 4K cameras, the 70mai A810. So this camera has been in the market from the past 2 to 3 years and still kind of going strong. Well, this camera was, and should I say still is, the cheapest 4K camera which you can get with a STARVIS-2 sensor. And this camera, the dual channel setup, comes at a price of about 20,000 rupees. But that being said, there is a huge price difference between these two cameras. The Omni 4K comes at 35,000 and the A810 coming in at about 20,000. So that's a price difference of 15,000 rupees. So in this video, we're going to pit these two cameras against each other, compare its video quality from the front and the rear camera during day and night time as well, and along with it, take a look at the number plate readability. So hold on to your seats, grab some popcorn. This is going to be one super interesting video. You're watching Gizmobeep. Let's get started. So starting off with the front camera quality comparison, on top you have the Omni 4K and at the bottom you have the A810. Both cameras shoot 2160p native 4K resolution, but the Omni 4K shoots this at 30 frames per second, wherein the A810 shoots it at 25 fps. So you can see that slight stuttering in the A810 video when you actually compare it with the Omni 4K video quality. The file size and the bitrate is kind of similar. There's no much difference in that. Also, another point to note is that the front camera quality of the Omni 4K has a warmer tone to it, more sharpness to it. The A810 has a cooler tone and kind of a softer video quality when you compare it with the Omni 4K. But nevertheless, considering this is a 15,000 price difference, more or less it's pretty much the same quality except some minor differences here and there. Moving on to the nighttime footage. Now again, what you saw in the daytime quality, similar video quality, no drastic difference between the two. But the contrast and the sharpness levels do seem to be a bit more optimized in the Omni 4K when you compare it to the A810. But there is something which you should note. You can see those light streaks in the A810 video quality. Those are actually not from the camera. Those are due to the rain and the wiper streaks on the windshield. So this was shot during rainy time and at night, so you can see those light streaks drastically being visible in the A810 and not in the Omni 4K. The Omni 4K lens is kind of placed a bit behind the windshield, but the A810 lens comes very close to the windshield, so it tends to catch those wiper streaks of the rain on the windshield, so you do see some light streaks. The overall video quality, again, both cameras, since they have STARVIS-2 sensor, top-notch quality, no drastic difference as said previously, but the contrast and sharpness levels do seem to be a bit better in the Omni 4K. Now, of course, during night time, it is very important that you have a camera that has a STARVIS-2 sensor for the best low light performance. And both these cameras have that optimum level of performance, have that really good level of video quality which you should expect from your dash camera. Now, considering both these cameras have a large price difference between them, that is more like concerning regarding the Omni 4K because it has a 360-degree design. That's why the price is a bit more. But nevertheless, the front camera quality is quite similar, good enough for the price. And the A810 is kind of, since being the cheapest STARVIS-2 4K dash cam and comes at a price of about 20,000 and much lesser during sale times, it is doing an excellent job for the price it comes at. Moving on to the rear camera quality. Now in this I can surely say that the Omni 4K rear camera quality has a bit more exposure to it. And of course, considering the fact that both of these cameras shoot full HD resolution, and again, similar to what we saw in the front camera, the rear camera of the A810 shoots at 25 fps, wherein the Omni 4K rear camera shoots 30 fps. The file size also has a difference. The Omni 4K carries more data because of the 14,000 kbps of bitrate and 100 MB per minute of file size, wherein the A810 has about 8,000 kbps of bitrate with a 61 to 62 MB per minute of file size. Well, overall, I think the Omni 4K's rear camera quality is more well optimized and balanced when you compare it with the A810's rear cam quality. Moving on to the nighttime footage. So since the Omni 4K has STARVIS-2 at the back, but the A810 doesn't have it, you can see a better improvement in focusing on those high brightness situations. You can see those headlights and you can see the kind of glare is slightly more in the A810. And of course, even the number plate read kind of looks better in the Omni 4K rear compared with the A810. And of course, we'll be talking about the number plate readability later on. But I do think the A810, considering the time it was launched, the rear camera quality was just average, and I think they have improved it a bit with updates. But still, STARVIS 2 is STARVIS 2, you cannot beat that. And Omni 4K, since having a STARVIS 2, is giving out a better performance with better contrast levels, more balanced exposure levels, and of course it's better in handling that high glare from the headlights when you compare it with the A810's rear camera quality. Moving on to the number plate readability, so you have this Toyota Innova right in front of the car, slightly on the left side, and this is about a distance of maybe 7 to 10 feet away. And if we zoom in to take a look, so not a drastic difference in the number plate read, all letters and numbers are clearly visible, but a bit more graininess I think in the A810 sample when you compare it to the Omni 4K. But by itself this may not be visible, and only when you do like a side-by-side comparison you might be able to make it out. I think both images are 90% the same, maybe 5 to 10% mild difference here and there, and this isn't something which is a deal breaker for any of these cameras. And I think both cameras are more or less giving a same performance in terms of the number plate readability from the front camera during daytime. Moving on to the nighttime number plate read, so this is where STARVIS 2 comes into play and the car in front is under the glare of my headlights. So here's the effect of the rain and the wiper streaks on the windshield. It's kind of giving out a blurred image due to the water that has accumulated, a film of water on the windshield, so you get this blurry image. But the overall number plate read is again kind of similar, pretty much similar, all letters and numbers are clearly visible. And the fact to note is that, as said in many of my previous videos, since both of these cameras have STARVIS 2 at front, you are able to read number plates, wherein without STARVIS 2 this would have been a whitewashed look. Moving on to the rear camera's number plate read, so you have this Maruti Ertiga at the right, and if we zoom in to take a look at its plate, now in this you can clearly make out that the Omni 4K's rear camera has more sharpness compared to the rear camera of the A810, which is kind of giving off a softer look. And of course both number plates are kind of pretty much clearly visible, but I think in this particular sample the A810's rear camera quality looks better when you actually compare it with the sample which we are seeing on the screen right now from the Omni 4K. Moving on to the nighttime number plate read from both the rear cameras. Now since Omni 4K has STARVIS 2, let's see what effect it has. So this is the kind of effect which you see when you zoom in. You have a slightly better looking number plate read in the Omni 4K and a more grainy image in terms of the number plate read in the A810's rear camera. Now STARVIS 2 works best when you combine it with the highest possible resolution, and in this case the STARVIS 2 sensor in the Omni 4K is coupled with a full HD resolution, so it's kind of having a moderate effect on the video quality. But of course when you compare it to the A810's number plate read, you can start to see the difference STARVIS 2 is making in terms of the number plate read. All in all, I do think both cameras have kind of a similar performance, wherein maybe the Omni 4K slightly edges out the A810 in few of the aspects. Of course, I do like the fact that the Omni 4K gets dual STARVIS 2 sensors, and particularly the 360-degree rotatable design is extremely useful in parking monitoring, like when we talk about the AI motion detection, wherein the camera is able to track the person who are approaching the car. That is not available in the A810. But of course, for those who are very conscious about their budget and you don't have like a budget of beyond 20k, the A810 offers near close performance of what the Omni 4K offers, so that is still a good option within the 20k range. But if you do have a budget of 35,000 rupees and if you want the most futuristic camera available out there and a very practical camera, it's not just a gimmicky feature that they've provided, the Omni 4K should definitely be your utmost top priority, because this camera does outdo the A810 in a few aspects, and of course lives up to its name that this is one of the most coolest camera that is available out there. And no matter which of these two cameras which you are interested to buy, the purchase links for both of these are given in the description below. Just head on, click on the link, go ahead and buy it for yourself. And if you do have any queries, any doubts regarding these two cameras, just write that down in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And this video took a lot of effort and a lot of planning to bring in front of you. And if you do appreciate the hard work that has gone in for this, go ahead, hit that subscribe button of my channel right now, smash that like button and share this video with all your friends who are looking for some super cool dashcam comparisons. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.